tough one to take on Saturday. So how have you reflected on the game?
Yeah, it's tough. I think it would be one of those ones you look back on and it's one of those that kind of slipped away. And I know it's very easy to say that. But yeah, it's tough. But I think the beauty of sport, and especially this tournament, is the games come thick and fast. And especially this Autumn Nations, Australia, South Africa, Japan, they're unbelievable games to be part of. And I think it's a great way to just get stuck in to the next thing. So yeah, frustrating, but there's no better week than this week to kind of get back on the horse.
What's stopping this team getting over the line in these really tight occasions?
Every time, the last 3 games against New Zealand is kind of the last 20 minutes. Kind of for different reasons, I think, in each game. The last one was probably more the discipline element. So yeah, we've got to tighten up as players. I think we've got to be better, take on our shoulders and step up. So as I said, there's no better way to do it than actually playing the game and showing everyone how much we want to do it for England. So probably slightly more structured in the way they play, especially under Joe Schmidt. But again, it's going to be a similar contest of a full 80 minutes. New kicking rules, they could go to more of a contestable game. So again, we've got to focus on ourselves, how we can get the best out of ourselves, which I think we did for probably 80-90% of the game. So yeah, it's about really testing ourselves and getting the best out of ourselves this week. So the first day was probably more recovery, to put ourselves in a position where today's training we can fly into it, and then as I said before, it's kind of work on ourselves. Obviously we've got an awareness of their sorts of players, the way they like to play, but you know what, we want to impose ourselves on this game, and I think that starts with looking at yourself and getting your own stuff right.
Steve's named an unchanged side, unchanged 15 for the game on Saturday.
Yeah.
Do you think that continuity is helpful when these games are coming really quickly?
Yeah, definitely. And especially first kind of half, I thought we put ourselves in a really good position. But yeah, and when Steve puts out the team, we all just fly into it, and I think that's our job is to back up, his trust in us and his selection. I think as a team we will do that. Like I said, there's no better place to do it than Twickenham on a Saturday.
And just the final one on Joe Marler. Obviously, he's announced his retirement. Can you just reflect on sort of him as a player for England over the years? And do you have any fond memories of him? I know he's a colourful character, isn't he? So I'm sure you've got a few.
A lot of them are quite personal, to be honest. I think Joe is a very genuine character. I think what you see is what you get. Obviously you got the side that he shows on social media and especially Twitter recently, but I think you get the other side where he's very endearing, he's very personable, and I think he flicks on and off, but I think he's a true character and he wears his heart on his sleeve. So some people like that are really hard to come by, and I think he will be missed.